Good afternoon, and thank you for being here today for us to confront a tragic injustice that has deeply affected our community. The heartbreaking story of Preston Lord and the actions of the individuals responsible is a stark reminder of the need to strengthen our laws to protect public safety and ensure accountability. I want to begin by acknowledging some very important guests with us today. First, I'd like to recognize Nick Lord and Autumn Curiel, the parents of Preston Lord. Your strength and determination to seek justice in the face of such loss inspires all of us. Thank you for being here today. I also want to thank Maricopa County Attorney Rachel Mitchell for joining us. Her dedication and invaluable partnership in pursuing justice and strengthening public safety have been essential to this effort. Today, along with my colleagues here, I'm proud to introduce Preston's Law, House Bill 2611. This legislation is a direct response to the horrific events that devastated the Lord family and our community. It aims to hold offenders accountable while sending a strong message that these acts will not be tolerated. The bill targets the growing problem of organized violence and criminal activity in our neighborhoods. It strengthens penalties for those who act with accomplices to commit assault, provides law enforcement with better tools to investigate and prosecute these crimes, and supports efforts to prevent future incidents. So I'd now like to turn it over to County Attorney Rachel Mitchell, who will share more about how these bills will support prosecution efforts and its broader impact on public safety.
Thank you, Representative Gress, Nick Lord, and Melissa Autumn Curiel for being here today. Last year, in addition to preparing this case related to Preston's death, my office also received additional cases involving individuals who would gang up against one individual, oftentimes all teenagers, and conduct attacks on these individuals. As we moved through looking at these cases, it became clear that our current law was not doing the job that we needed it to do. Because these attacks did not oftentimes involve weapons, they didn't involve serious physical injury in some of the cases, they did not involve even substantial physical injury under the law, which oftentimes includes broken bones. These attacks would be classified as misdemeanors. It was only through arguing that the victim's ability to resist was impaired that we could even get it to a Class 6 felony, the lowest level of felony. Preston's Law will change all of this. Under Preston's Law, the swarming component is focused on those who gang up on an individual. This is, for the most part, what we have seen a rise in teen violence. 3, 4, 5 individuals ganging up on one person. And I would also point out that this applies to more than juveniles, it applies to adults as well. As a prosecutor, I can tell you that the mob and group-like mentality is significantly more dangerous for the victim, and that's why this needs to be reflected in the law. The proposed legislation adds language to the current law that if you commit an assault and are aided by 2 or more accomplices, the charge will be a Class 4 felony. This is significant for 2 reasons. First of all, a Class 4 felony carries a longer punishment than a Class 6 felony. But also important is the fact that a Class 4 felony, unlike a Class 6 felony, cannot be returned to a misdemeanor. Those are the issues that we have had with the current law. So working with Representative Matt Gress, Julie Willoughby, and others within the legislature. I see Representative Carter here as well. Supporting this legislation is critical. And I would also thank Representative Wenninger for his bill. We also saw instances of bullying of witnesses in this situation. And so addressing that through his legislation is going to be very, very important. I would do anything I could to change what happened to Preston Lord. But as the top prosecutor, I can't do that. I can't restore him. But what I can do is I can make sure that we have tools going forward to dissuade people from doing this kind of thing again, causing the kind of hurt that has hit Preston Lord's parents. So my sincerest thank you to the Lord family for taking the time to come out here and honestly live through this again to support this bill. It means so much, and it is such a great way to make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, County Attorney Mitchell. And now the family of Preston Lord would like to make a statement. We will have Autumn Curiel come up and share a few remarks.
Hello, I'm Preston's mom. Preston was a happy, thriving, ambitious teenager with his whole life ahead of him. He is what we are most proud of in this life. Had our son had the opportunity to defend himself when he was violently assaulted, he could have lived out all of his hopes and dreams. Instead, he tragically suffered a brutal attack by a group of people where he was restrained, leaving him the inability to fight back. It is still deeply shocking to think that such a cruel and senseless act was inflicted upon our beloved son. We hope stronger laws can prevent any future devastating acts from occurring, ensuring no one else is robbed of their life, potential, and vitality. Thank you.
Thank you, Autumn. And I just want to add that it is an honor and a privilege for the state of Arizona to have this legislation named after your son. And we look forward to it passing through both houses and getting signed by the governor as promptly as possible. Thank you.